Hey everybody, Brian Waver with Acme Tools. Today we're with Makita Power Tools, and we want to show you the full line of accessories that Makita has with their track saws. Now, the beautiful thing is it doesn't matter which track saw you have, you all can run them on the same track or the guide rails. You can have the 18 volt X2 36 volt saw, you can have their XGT 40 volt saws, or their track-based compatible circular saws. They will all fit on these guide rails. Now, here's what the beautiful thing with their system. All the accessories that you need to fully utilize these tracks are available and on acmetools.com. We've got the router sled. So if you want to do dados, if you're in the cabinetry and you want to do dados, you've got a router sled for it. If you have two shorter guide rails like we have here, we've got a 55-inch and a shorter guide rail. Now that's not going to get us along the full width of this 84-inch piece. But what you can do is get the guide rail connectors. And now can put 2, 3, or more guide rails together. Now, if you're noticing that you've got a very expensive cut and say you have 2 or 3 guide rails connected and you don't know if those guide rails are going to be moving from end to end, we have these are guide rail clamps. These fits in the bottom side of the guide rail. I've got one on this side. They don't impede at all with the action of your saw. They're all below the surface. So you don't have to worry about coming to a joint and then moving your clamp. Makita offers full range of blades for all these saws, depending on what you want to do. They've got max efficiencies, and then they have some specific blades. This blade for their 6.5-inch is for melamine and MDF. It's a little thicker kerf, which is a good thing. So our suggestion is to look at this blade right out of the chute. Better accessories, a little more quiet. It doesn't do a whole lot for you, but it protects your investment. This is their padded case. As you can see, we have another 55-inch guide rail in here. You can put the shorter guide rails in as well. You can put your accessories in. There's a zippered pocket, so all of your accessories can fit in. You can roll up on the job site. Now we can talk about wearable parts. On your track saws, on the tracks or the guide rails, these 3 strips are wearable. They will wear out on you. It doesn't matter whose track you purchase, whose unit you purchase, these are going to wear out. This cut sight line, if this wears out, you pull it off and you put a new one on. Makita offers this. Likewise for these 2 grips. This normally will hold the track in place as you're using it without the clamps. If you notice that your track is starting to wiggle a little bit or starting to slide as you push your saw, then it's time to replace these 2. These come, again, in a roll that you can purchase from acmetools.com. But we're glad you watched. We're glad you're learning about the accessories available with your Makita track saws. And if you're interested in any of these products, check us out at acmetools.com.